I have a question today, guys. And that question is, when you are faced with a true challenge, life challenge, as well as test in your life, what do you do? Do you seek help? Do you actually embrace and take on adversity? Or maybe you head off to a one-way ticket to China or Germany, not looking to come back. Or maybe you just kind of roll over and decide to become or remain a victim. It's okay to be a victim in life, but my question to you, do you want to keep a victim mentality? I had a friend once just recently tell me, I'm a victim. Yes, you are. You have things in life that may have brought you to a victim area and circumstance. But don't keep that mentality. So testing today, guys, what do? We get tested in a lot of different areas in life. Day to day, month to month, even year to year. And I have had several tests, as we know, in my life. But there's some areas I would like to focus on today with you, about 4, and help you with some of the things I've used to carry me along. And I hope it's beneficial, and I hope you can relate to it. So with that, I want to start with my first area of interest of testing. My first area of interest for testing for you guys, and I think is going to be prevalent, is in your job or your career. Job and career, when you get tested, usually comes with change. And usually when it comes with change, it usually comes and it's a reflection of somebody's vision. So if we were to change everything up in here next week and all the whole segments and everything that we do was different, some of us would feel real foreign and uncomfortable because that vision came from somebody else. So when you have someone else's vision and you really don't feel that purpose, that thing that made them come up with your format, it actually leaves you astray, it leaves you uncomfortable. So how do we embrace that? How do we make that change? Well, vision is usually tied to somebody's purpose. So in your life, when you have change in your career or on the job, find out what your purpose is each and every day. What is your why and why you go to work? And that why will allow you to kind of identify why I'm here. And if you can bring your purpose to the hierarchies and maybe develop some part of that change, it will give you value. It will give you strength, and it will define your purpose. Because purpose actually determines your outcome. So that's good or bad. So if you have a bad purpose in life, you're mad about going to work or whatever, it's going to determine that outcome. If you have a good purpose, it's going to have a great outcome. Second area I would like to talk about is your finances. Bottom line, if you don't have the money, don't pretend you have the money. If you don't, right? If you don't got it, don't act like you have it. Don't let your pride and don't let your pride put you in a position, or your family in a position, to pressure yourself to act like you have things or pretend you have things you don't have. Your pride will make you say yes to things you should say no to. And when you say no to things that you were supposed to say no to, you can kind of live out your area and what you're supposed to walk in. So it's a cover-up. So on the count of 3, what I'm going to tell you guys today, we're going to say together. We're going to say, stop the cover-up. Is everybody okay with that? Right? Because the cover-up is going to make you spend money where you don't need to spend it. All right? So on the count of 3, let's say stop the cover-up. 1, 2, 3.
Stop the cover-up.
All right. So finances, I'm going to stop the cover-up. And for my wife and I and our family, it's quite simple. It looks a lot better coming in than it does going out. Right? Next area of interest is facing death with a friend or family. I can talk a little bit about that, and I'm not talking about when they die. I'm talking about the actual physical point where they're getting to that end of the road. They know they've been given a death sentence by the doctor, or we never know when the day is and when it happens, but you know that they are fading away. And my father, I missed last week because he has prostate cancer, and we're getting to that area. But I had a great conversation with him. And the great conversation was I was able to tell him all the things that I was proud of him about, and things that the good qualities and things I love him for while he's still alive. So when you have someone that is faced with these challenges of physical death or physical problems going in that area, and it's coming to the end, tell the person while they're here alive the things that you love about them, the qualities. It may not heal them physically, but it sure can probably heal them mentally, emotionally, and then as well as you. Even when they're gone, you can have that substance with your well-being as well. Last area I'm going to talk about is basically distractions. Distractions like my lovely daughter, who's a beautiful distractions. But sometimes in life we get distractions, and those distractions, hi honey, those distractions actually take away time. What happens with distractions? Distractions take away your time from focusing on the real life priorities, real life things in life you need to get to. So if you're able to pause, and that's what I do when I have distractions. I pause, I take a minute, and I look and I say, is this really, I evaluate, is this something I really need to deal with, or do I need to go talk to Father Ricardo about? And then you focus on the main things that are important in your life. So evaluate each distraction, and if it's a real necessary time, energy thing you want to put into. And I guess in conclusion, guys, I just want to kind of tell you that, I hope some of these brief things I'm giving you information-wise that I'm learning in life helped you along the way. We learn not to stop the cover-up, right? And we also learn to invest our energy into the right things and evaluate. And I think these things are going to be very helpful for not only you, but myself as I keep exercising towards these things in my life. So at the end of this, I'm going to just pose the question in conclusion. And that question is, testing guys in life, what do you do?